This video was sponsored by Card Kingdom. You can visit their store by using my referral link in the description below. So we got some spicy stuff here. Shigeki, the channel effect can be game winning in the late game, and in the early game it's a decent creature that can ramp you, albeit a little awkwardly. The second best card in this pack is definitely Bosiju Reaches Skyward. It is quite good. Thank you for the follow, Unholy Chaos. You know, it's kind of slow, but the value you get out of it is enough that you don't really care. Then after that, I guess it's Intercessor's Arrest. So yeah, I think we take Shigeki. It does kind of suck that the second best card in this pack is also green, but Shigeki's really good, and I think it's worth the risk. Even though, you have to be base green to really use it. We do want to pick up like a Sky Turtle, because with those two together, you can create a loop. But yeah. Oh my. Okay, well, we had a deck last weekend where I got Invoke the Ancients, which was pretty sweet. And it's tempting to take it here. We've also got a Colossal Sky Turtle. That's the card I said that, you can combo with Shigeki, because you can channel it to get Shigeki back. Then you can channel Shigeki and get the turtle and something else back, and blah, 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 and so forth. So it's either way, our pick here is going to be really spicy, because it's either Sky Turtle for the combo or Invoke the Ancients. I think in the end we take the Sky Turtle, sadly. Because Invoke the Ancients being quad green is more of a challenge than it might seem. We are much more likely to be able to play Colossal Sky Turtle. So I think we take the turtle here. It is sad, but when we already have Shigeki, I think it's hard not to take as many turtles as we can get, basically. So, okay. So the Fall of Lord Konda has been a bit disappointing. It's fine, though, and it may just be what we take here. I think it is the best card in this pack. I mean, the Synthesizer's pretty good in the right deck. Cultivation's not bad, especially, if we got that Invoke card, it would be interesting. I think we probably just take the Fall of Lord Konda here. Okay, so Season of Renewal is a pretty important card, too, that also lets you loop with Sky Turtle and Shigeki. So that's tempting, and it's probably just what I do. Spirited Companion is cool. I mean, it's a nice creature. These are both pretty good green cards. But yeah, I think we take Season of Renewal here. We have another season here. I think that's probably overdoing it if we take it. I mean, we've already got Sky Turtle, Season, and Shigeki. It's probably all we need. I mean, I would take more Sky Turtles because they do more than just get stuff back, but Season doesn't. So I don't really think I want a second one. I think we'll just take Tales of Master Sashiro. I think it's just the best card in this pack anyway. Thanks for the gift subs, non-loser. Yeah, so we'll take Tales here. So, yeah. Well, I think the Kitsune's the best card here. It's kind of looking like we might be a green-white, like, enchantment deck that we're, like, splashing Sky Turtle in, but that's still a good environment for Shigeki. It's not quite as sweet. Like, the green-blue sort of grindy style deck is definitely the better Shigeki environment, but Shigeki's good no matter what, so I think we just take the Blade Blizzard Kitsune. It doesn't have any fancy synergy, but it's just a good card. Thanks for the support, non-loser87. Yeah. We drafted Shigeki once, and we did pretty well with the deck, but we never really did Shigeki things. Our deck was insane, and we were just like, we kept hitting Shigeki with like our, we had a reality chip, and so we would be like, okay, is it better to just draw Shigeki or play it here and keep ripping through the library? And generally, the answer is yes, you want to play Shigeki in that situation. But yeah. I mean, the Fall of Lord Khan is not excellent, but I think having one copy is perfectly fine. So Kami's Flare is still here. Bearer of Memory is fine, but Kami's Flare is definitely better. Is it worth a look here? I mean, probably. This is a pretty replaceable card overall. I think we'll take the Flare here. See what happens there. Okay, well, nothing really. I think we take Historian's Wisdom here. I like it overall. Trashbot's not bad, but I think the Wisdom's just the best card in this pack anyway, so I'm pretty happy to take it there. Another Trashbot. We probably take Intervention. Decent removal. I don't know if I'd say I have excitement for the Fall of Lord Konda, but especially in a deck with enchantment payoffs and stuff, it's a nice card. You basically never want more than one, but yeah, other than that. I've lost to When We Were Young once, but yes, mostly it's not used. It's just too clunky. You know, when a trick gets that expensive, even that boost doesn't feel great. I don't love the idea of another intervention. I'd probably just take Boon of Bosiju. Like, if we're an aggressive green-white deck, we may actually play it. Not convinced that's where we're going to be, but I don't think we're going to play Lucky Offering or a second intervention at this point. Okay. So, Trashbot is decent. When We Were Young, kind of decent also. I'd probably take the Trashbot here. Yeah, I mean, we're going to end up with a decent number of enchantments. I don't know if it's going to make the cut in the end, but it's not terrible. Okay, I like Emergence here. Nice enchantment creature. We have 2 auras, so Shrine Steward already looking pretty good in this deck, so we'll keep an eye out for that. So Lucky Offering versus Mentor. I guess probably Mentor. Alright, now we'll finally take a Lucky Offering. Okay, I mean, we have auras, but Light Paws is still kind of too hard to set up overall, so I don't think we're taking that. I'd probably end up with another Tales of Master Sashiro here. We could take Tranquil Cove. It does fix our mana, but yeah. There's no such thing as a solid deck that uses Mirror Box in this format. You'd have to end up... I mean, that's... Okay, I'd say there's a 1 in 10,000 chance you can make it work. So it can happen over enough drafts, but it's just not going to work. You don't have enough legendaries or duplicates, so it just doesn't matter. It's good and constructed, as people have shown, but yeah. So yeah, but I think we take Tales of Master Sashiro. I do think Gravelighter is a better card. And I wouldn't mind, like, Golden Tail Disciple or Barrow Wheeling. Right now, we're not actually doing that much enchantment-y. Oh, man. So Biting Palm Ninja is pretty strong. And it's not like our white cards are amazing. Frankly. I mean, they're fine, but I think maybe Biting Palm Ninja is good enough for us to just take it here over some decent but unexciting green and white stuff. If we end up with really good mana, we could try to play all this stuff. Ooh. Interesting. Does feel like maybe we're swerving into black-green, which I do think is a better place for our silly, grindy loop things. And the Long Reach of Night, I think, is good enough that we take it here. I mean, there is a good green card in the Preserver, but I've liked the Long Reach of Night more than the Preserver. So Kenzen Smelter is really strong. And I feel like in a pack one, pick one, I'd be tempted by the Smelter, but the Long Reach might still be what we took there. So, like, yeah, I mean, if I could splash the Fall of Lord Konda, that would be cool. But it's definitely not a necessity. We'll keep in mind that we have it, but it does feel like going black-green is looking pretty good. We do want some fixing to get our Sky Turtle to have as many modes as possible. Even though the channel mode is the one we're the most excited about anyway. I mean, the flexibility is nice to have. We do have decent white stuff. You know, we took several, you know, the Fall of Lord Konda and the Blade Blizzard Kitsune especially are cards that I like, but... Okay. Interesting. So befriending the Moths is pretty good. There's another Kami's Flare. Acquisition Octopus is solid. There's not really a great green card or black card in this pack. So I'm kind of tempted to take Befriending the Moths just to add to our decent white cards pile over here. Because if we do have to pivot into white, I mean, it's nice to have. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. I mean, we could still be green-blue straight up, I guess. And the Octopus isn't bad, but I like Befriending the Moths here. So yeah, if black ends up not being open at all in these two picks, I mean, they were a first and second pick, so they may not mean anything in terms of what's open. So, yeah. Okay, maybe it does. Because now we get an Okiba Reckoner raid. I do like High-Speed Hoverbike and Intercessor's Arrest, but I think we take the Reckoner raid. It's just really strong. Even if you're a more grindy deck, it's a nice thing to have. It just always does very real stuff. So right now, I'll put Kami's Flare over here as well. Yeah, Golgari and Simic are the two archetypes in Limited that often just end up being sort of generic value decks. And that's kind of what they both are in this format. Even though they've both got enchantment stuff going on, it's not a huge focus at all. So that's a pretty late The Modern Age. We've also got a Born to Drive, a nice white card. Modern Age is interesting. I kind of feel like we need to just take playables in our colors because we've moved around enough that things are looking a little sketchy. So maybe I just take the Blade Blesser here. It's not great, and it's definitely worse than the Modern Age or Born to Drive, but we're getting to the point where we might have too few playables. So I guess we take the Blade Blesser here. Man, we are seeing some nice blue cards late. I mean, a Network Disruptor. I think we take Fang of Shigeki. It's really nice. The awkward thing right now is we're not doing great on Synergy. And, I mean, that happens in green-black, but I'd like to get a little more enchantment nonsense going on. Grafted Growth is fixing, but I kind of feel like I'd rather have the Fang. Okay. So, we're not going to be modifying stuff enough for Walking Skyscraper to make sense, right? Well, Harmonious Emergence, Tales of Master Sashiro, Wisdom. I think I do just take it here. Doesn't seem like a bad finisher for us. Some more good blue cards here. Blue is definitely flowing from the right, and maybe I should have pivoted into blue. But, yeah. Alright. I'll take Bearer of Memory here. Feels a little like I should have pivoted into blue. Yeah, I like black-green. I think I had a video go up today on ranking the archetypes. I think I had it second. I like green-white a little more, but yeah, it's good. Okay, Jukai Trainee, not a bad little 2-drop to pick up here. Swiftwater Cliffs doesn't help us at all, so we're not going to take it. We have a lot of enchantments. Not a whole lot to pay us off for it. Black definitely hasn't been super open, but I think Ninja plus Long Reach of Night is better than our pile of white cards is, so I'm okay with it. Alright, we'll grab another Bearer. Another one of these Swiftwater Cliffs hanging out that doesn't help us. It's nice when you just get the gain land that you actually want to wheel, but I don't think it's happening here. Alright, we'll put the air. I mean, we're not going to play it, but we'll keep in mind that we have it. Probably not playing Trash Bot in this deck in the end. We need, as grindy as we want to be, we probably need to pick up some... Oops, Centipede's fine. Probably would like more removal. That's something we don't have a lot of right now either, you know. I'm a little worried about this deck. We have a lot of really independently cool cards, but Not a lot of enchantment synergy, and we don't really have removal. We have some removal, but we don't have much. Actually, do we have any right now? Because Long Reach of Night's sort of removal, but not great at it. All right, so interesting pick. We've got Go Shintai of Boundless Vigor. Kami of Terrible Secrets is good, though not especially so in our deck. We've got a Preserver and Okiba Reckoner Raid. Well, Tameshi's really good. If I had picked up more blue cards, I think I would definitely go that route. But we can't really switch into blue here. It's too late. We need to have, like... And we can't take a rare and hope we can splash it either. So... I think I take the... Okay, I took the Reckoner Raid. At the last minute, I changed my mind to the Shrine, and now I really wish I had, because here's a Go Shintai of Hidden Cruelty. So that would have been pretty great. Maybe the Shrine will wheel. I'm a little tempted by the Terrarium so that we can have blue mana. But, yeah, we couldn't really take Tameshi there between being low on playables and having no fixing. So, sadly, wasn't really an option. If we pivoted into blue in the last pack, that probably would have given us a really good deck, but... Do I want to take the Go Shintai or the Terrarium? I mean, I think the Terrarium looks pretty good for us. We need to run one island, you know. It also modifies, so... Yeah, I doubt the Shrine wheels, but it would be nice if it did, is what I'm saying. Ew. Not loving this. Not loving this at all. Another Harmonious Emergence is fine. If we switched back to white, I mean, Noriko would be good, but I think our black is just better. Don't really want another Skyscraper. I guess we just grab an Emergence. I've seen a lot of Shrines wheel, actually. Now, generally not the green one or the white one, but I've seen the others wheel enough that I don't think it's an impossibility. Do I want the Archer? Or do I want some random creature? I mean, Clawing Torment's okay. We'd probably take the Archer. It is removal, and that's something we don't really have, so... Okay, getting some of these more dirtily cards so that we can get to our loops seems pretty good. Well, Lethal Exploit's fine. We actually have the ability to make it even more lethal in this deck, too, so... Yeah, I don't love this deck. It's been a while since I've drafted a deck in this format and felt like it wasn't good, but this is going to be a questionable one. Don't really think we want either of these cards, nor this one. I'd probably just grab You Are Already Dead here. Invigorating Hot Springs is cool, but with the amount of fixing we have, it's not really an option for us. I don't want any of this other stuff either, though, so... Shrine Steward would have been really nice in this deck, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen for us. Yeah, I mean, I feel sort of like we got enough good, slow stuff going on, but not really a good way to make it so the game consistently goes late. Well, it's not terrible. We do have 2 Okiba Reckoner raids. Maybe Brute Suit's actually better than the Centipede here. Probably is. With 2 Reckoner raids. Yeah, I don't think we're going to have enough artifacts for Kami of Terrible Secrets. Blue definitely was the right lane. I mean, I think that's our big mistake. We should have switched to blue in the second pack, and then we would have had, like... There was still the Modern Age in that pack, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, white and blue were both pretty open. I think green was reasonably open, but I think blue was crazy open. So yeah, we ended up... I think we'd only have, like, 3 artifacts. That might be enough for, like, 1 Kami of Terrible Secrets. And I do have some other artifacts I could toss in, like the trash bot. I guess that's it, actually. The trash bot, period. Yeah, we didn't really end up with the enchantment payoffs you want. You know, deck's okay, but not going to be surprised if it doesn't do well, I guess is what I would say. Don't have high hopes for this one. It started out so sweet, but I think the big problem, like at the very beginning, I think we took a really good green card, pack one, pick one, and passed a really good green card, and then we passed another really good green card in the Invoke. So, yeah. Definitely don't want 3 islands. Thank you, though, for the suggestion. Yeah. So, stuff we don't really want in this deck. I mean, Buno Bosiju. I mean, it's kind of funny to think about it with Sky Turtle or Skyscraper, but it's not great. Yeah, I don't think we're really that interested. Do I want an Inkrise Infiltrator? I mean, it's okay. I probably do. Probably more than like a Blade Blesser. Let's see. Kami of Terrible Secrets. So we've got 3 artifacts, right? We have 4? What's the 4th one? We must have a colored artifact that's hiding from me. Ah, Chainflail Centipede. Yeah, I think we probably end up playing the Kami. I guess one of them is 8 mana. So maybe not. Yeah, okay, probably not. So I think Brute Suit seems fine in a world where we have 2 Reckoner raids. So I don't think it's our last cut. Can I get away with 16 lands since I'm running a Terrarium? Maybe. Problem is, we don't have any duels, so our mana base is going to be pretty ugly. If we do that. And we have 2 5s anyway. So probably not. Yeah, we probably lose the Centipede. Yeah. Alright. Deck looks okay. Probably means I'll win 7 with it. That's probably what's about to happen. But it doesn't feel great. I think I chose the wrong lane overall. And also didn't make the best decisions overall. In terms of what I picked even within our lane. Like I said, probably means we'll win 7, but, you know. This is a pretty good hand. 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop, 4 drop. I mean, if we draw a 4th land, this is going to feel like an aggro deck in this game. Pass your turn. Don't play a Fang of Shigeki or something. Okay. Well, I can accept that. Hey, there's our Fang of Shigeki. It's honestly probably not going to be worth ninjutsuing this here. Like, just playing it is probably good enough. Do I still think that? Now that they've played something that can potentially block our ninja. I think playing the ninja is probably still just the better option. Yeah, we'll just play the ninja. I don't know. Because making sure we get a look at their hand and disrupt them is pretty big. Yeah, I mean, I lose a little tempo, but I think it's probably worth it here. Oh, it gets exiled. It gets exiled. Okay. So, knowing they get exiled, I think the turtle's probably what we want to get rid of more. Yeah. We don't want the loop. The turtle has a mode where it can actually just win the game by being a big creature. So, I think we go after the turtle here. Yeah, this set's great. It has its, you know... The downsides of it are just that it's so complicated. Okay. So if I draw a 5th land next turn, the back-to-back, like, Harmonious Emergence is a pretty attractive thing to do. I kind of think I just attack here. So I know they can Season of Renewal, of course, but... I think it's probably still worth attacking with both of these here. I think they may just trade. Okay, no. I mean, they do with one of their creatures, but yeah. Alright, so let's play Infiltrator and Fang. Yeah, I mean, it's funny I like this format because I'm very prone to mistakes in it. But I do like it. So yeah, I kind of need them to get rid of that because they can very efficiently kill our creature otherwise. So, emergence creature. Ooh, Long Reach of Night is pretty spicy here, isn't it? Yeah, so I think we play our Reach here. Gotta lose something. Yeah. Luckily, they can't play it. You know what they should have discarded probably was March of Otherworldly Light. But, because then they could have cast it. Do I just swing out here? Kind of think maybe I do. Yeah. Alright, so we'll kill the Construct. Drop them to 12. Fifth land would be great, just because Harmonious Emergence attack is awesome. Not if they have white mana up so much, but... apart from that, it's pretty awesome. Okay. So now they have things to discard to the Long Reach. Okay, so they don't have white mana up. Yay, land! Ooh. Kinda didn't see that coming. Oh yeah, they did that on accident. So yeah. I think we've got a great chance at getting there in this game. We're gonna get another creature next turn, and even if they remove our creature with the March for 1 mana, which they can do... Although, I guess I'll lose my land, so... I wouldn't be able to play Emergence and attack so much. Yeah. So... Alright, we drew a land anyway. Because why not? And then we will do this. Just play our other Emergence. They go to 1 here. Block Fang and go to 1. Yeah. Alright, so they're gonna get a big creature. I don't keep the land when it's an exile effect boar. I realize I would normally keep it. I do change my sleeves. Actually, I recently got these rat sleeves. But I don't change them that often, no. don't know if you can hear, but my neighbor is like a hardcore motorhead and spends his weekends, like, you know, souping up cars and stuff. And normally he doesn't do it while I'm streaming, but he is now. His engine is rumbling over there. My new, well, it's not really that new anymore, but my current microphone does a pretty good job of drowning out extra sound. But this is pretty loud. Ooh, that is not a good hand. That is a much better hand. Okay. I can live with it. Probably get rid of the skyscraper, yeah. Yeah, I probably should send up some things you can actually redeem your points for, huh? We didn't get any of the fight spells, which is sad, because obviously Fang of Shigeki loves it some fight spells. Yeah, that's not so good. I'm not under any pressure. I think playing our terrarium here... I mean, the only thing that's advantageous is I could play the Grove Archer and then Brute Suit and attack them next turn. Yeah, let's actually add to the board. Okay, good. The one part of the reason I wanted to do that was I didn't really want to have to search up a swamp with our terrarium, and now we don't have to, so... So... yeah, I think we'll play our terrarium and grab our island. We will play our island. Then we'll end our turn. We block the Stalker if it attacks us here, obviously enough. Man, so sad that I didn't get a Go Shintai. Okay, so we play our Brute Suit here. Don't think we can actually attack with it, sadly. Yeah. You know, I was about to say, this hand has turned out to be kind of a decent-looking, walking skyscraper hand. Just because we've drawn so many lands and we have our terrarium. I think we use our terrarium here to beef up our archer. We're a little ways away still from actually being able to cast the skyscraper, but this does probably mean we get one more turn where they won't attack us. Yeah. Tales of Master Sashiro is so bad in a situation like this. In a world where you have Bamboo Grove Archers, but it does mean... it's tempting to crew my Brute Suit and put this on it, just so I have 2 modified creatures. I guess I can wait to do that until next turn, though. So, let's just play our Tails here. Yeah, so next turn I can crew the Brute Suit in response to the trigger and put the counter on it, and then play the Skyscraper for 7, or for 6, even if I don't draw a land. So that's not too shabby. Luckily, our opponent hasn't done a ton over there. I mean, you know, they've built up their board significantly, but... alright. Yeah, so that's what we want to do. We want to do this to our Brute Suit. We want to crew the Brute Suit. And then we'll play our Skyscraper. I should have attacked them first. I am still going to attack them. Although, I guess if I had, they might have killed our creature, so... But yeah, we definitely attack with this. Walking Skyscraper does need the crew bore. He needs it to be a creature or he doesn't reduce his cost. That's our problem. So you do need to crew in this case. You don't need to crew to put a counter on it. You do need to crew to reduce the skyscraper's cost. Oh, man. Putting that on the Goshintai is bad news. Bad news. I'm about to get a 5/5 with haste, which is nice, to go with our 8/8. You think they rumble here? Okay. Things are going to get interesting this turn. We go to 11. I guess their plan probably next turn is to Leech Gauntlet that. Yeah. And that way they don't need to worry about... much. I think I'm going to swing out here. I have 2 Vigilance creatures and a massive Skyscraper. I mean, I have 2 blockers. This has Vigilance and this has Vigilance, but this will be able to block. Okay, yeah, well, I'm happy to kill the Leech Gauntlet. That makes racing a lot better for us. Wait, why did they do that? They don't even kill my Living Legacy if they do that. That's interesting. Yeah, they made a mistake there. Leech Gauntlet would have made it impossible for us to race, so hopefully... Okay, that's a problem. Bye-bye, Skyscraper. Do we get there? It's gonna be close. I think they have to unequip to not die. Maybe. Okay, so... Bamboo Grove Archer having Defender is a bummer here. I can play the Bearer, crew, Brute Suit, and swing with all 3. We'll still have enough mana to pump this once, so that's 3 damage. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so... Okay. Play our Bearer here. Is it better if I just hang back and hit them for 3 in the air here? Because if I crew the Brute Suit in this, they can block both. I mean, it won't kill them. So yeah, I think we only attack them with our Flyer here. This has Trample, which is not cool. Okay. Let's see if we can survive here. It's going to be close. I think they have like spinning wheel kick for the win here. Wouldn't be the first time. So second Twisted Embrace. Do you try to kill a blocker? Or do you kill the flyer? Thank you for the sub, Radclavice. Radclavice? How do I say that correctly? Okay, so we crew in response. Our Swole Brute Suit. You know, I kind of forgot it was going to have 5 power when I crewed it. I don't think we had lethal, but I also didn't calculate it when I was wondering if we had lethal. So I think we triple block here, and hope we can kill them with our Infiltrator on the backswing. Yeah? They have to have something for this not to die, so... Even if... I don't know. They could have removal. Okay. Well, that's bad. So I have to draw a land now to win, because they gain 2 life. So that's bad. So land off the top for the win? Ooh. Does that do it? That'll do it. That was a lucky draw. Okay. Yeah, it was lucky. Woo. I did not have lethal without that. That was an amazing draw. To be fair, any land would have been lethal too. Any land would have been lethal. So, we had a lot of cards that we could have drawn. If you count all our lands, but still. It still felt pretty lucky. So we're 2-0 with this thing that I didn't think felt very good. We've been pretty lucky. We've had some nice curve outs. This is another pretty good hand, especially when we're on the play. The only thing it's lacking is a 2-drop. Afternoon and Honorat. And no 2-drop. What a bummer. Why couldn't I have drawn that last turn? See, I think we just play the Ninja here as a 3-3 menace. This is actually only our first draft. We started later than usual today. So there will definitely be at least one more. Yeah, so we just play our Ninja here. You know, ninjutsuing it and getting rid of our Road Captain is cool and all, but... I don't, think we wanted to go that route. Our emergences, you know, have been pronounced. I really wish this deck... Have I mentioned that I wish this deck had a Shrine Steward? Because I do. We have 2 menace creatures, and you're not attacking. I mean, I guess it makes sense you didn't attack, but... Okay. Well, we're going to rumble here. I do not have any tattoos, no. I don't think they realized menace. Okay, they did. So, I think we probably go after their hand here if they let us hit them. They don't. They don't let us hit them. Fine! Here's another one of these. Yeah, that was pretty gross. I'm probably going to channel my turtle to get the ninja back at the end of this turn. Seems like that's pretty good to me. Yeah, you hit us for 3 here, and you can rummage if you want, and you do want. Alright, yeah, so we'll channel our turtle and get back Ninja. I don't actually think we play it here because we have the powerful just like play emergence, attack with it right away. You can't do anything about it. So I think that's actually what we do here. I do premier drafts partly because they're best of 1 and partly because the competition's better than in like a quick draft. I also don't like drafting against bots a whole lot. Too many bad experiences of how silly that was back when it was our only option on here. Alright, so we attack here. We do not ninjutsu here. How likely is it they have farewell or something like that? Not that likely. I think we go for it. Plains farewell. That would have hurt. That would have hurt a lot. In fact. Oh my god. We are drawing like pros with this deck. I mean, we had a good attack anyway, but now it's just absurd. Wow. So is this deck better than I thought? Maybe, but I also think we've been quite lucky to get to 3-0. So, like, you've seen how these games have gone. The deck has been more aggressive than anything, really. I think they do every now and then give you a phantom draft token, don't they, on Arena? Am I crazy? I don't think I'm crazy. Yeah, they're never going to add a whole game mode, but they do give you a phantom draft like every new set. Draft token, whatever you want to call it, yeah. Whatever they call it. Hey, Shigeki. Okay. Not a great hand. I mean, the way we've won these first few games has been with aggressive starts, mostly. Oh, I guess we had the game where we played like Bamboo Grove Archer. And that was, you know, just made the game go long and then won. So I guess maybe that's what we're doing here. And I think that's where I go. I mean, I think getting our shields up against whatever might be coming is a good idea. I think I hold on to Shigeki for a while. You know, getting it, like, immobilized on the battlefield, especially against blue-white, which has that enchantment. And stuff. 2 enchantment removal spells is tough. We are probably going to play him here, though, if we don't have anything else to do, because why wouldn't we? Okay, so we don't. Next turn, we do get to play the Long Reach of Night, which will be nice, but yeah. We could leave up mana for Lethal Exploit and just plan on using it, but I think we play Shigeki here. So we do need them to have at least one creature in play for the Long Reach of Night to actually do something. Remember that. It isn't worded the way this effect usually is, which is really bad templating, but it's whatever. I actually have a video coming out. I think it's this week. Yeah, one of this week's MTG Top 10s is the weirdest card text, and it's about bad templating, basically. And this card's not on it, but it's definitely bad templating. That much is for sure. It does kind of suck they played a Circuit Mender of all things, because they just get to draw off of it, but I still think we play our Long Reach. And sure, they could just not play a creature this turn, but I think if that's what they decide to do, we're okay with it. Oh, they actually don't have a choice, because this is going to go to Chapter 3. I knew that. That was the plan all along. Yeah, so they sack that. They get to draw a card. Shigeki's going to swing for 1. Yeah. It's not usually what he's doing. So yeah, this could get Intercessor's Arrest or Tamio's Completion, thus removing its efficacy as, you know, most of its value comes from the text box, even though we just attacked for 1, so. Are you going to blow up the Long Reach of Night? That would be mean. No, but you are going to play another card that sort of gets you around having to give up a card. Like your Circuit Mender did. Ooh. The ninja has shown up a lot. That's been pretty nice. So I could lethal exploit this and ninjutsu in my ninja, get Shigeki back, which will set up my stuff. I think that seems pretty good. Yeah. So let's lethal exploit the hand. Then we will attack with Shigeki. I do have a Discord, but it's patrons only. Oh my god. These two cards are absolutely absurd, so that's going to be a problem. Honestly, I think Invoke the Winds is less of a problem than Behold the Unspeakable. Yeah, we're taking Behold. Yeah. You know, if we know they have Invoked the Winds, which we do, it gets downgraded. That's not really as much... that's not really as true about the Unspeakable. Yeah, I mean, that's like the best thing they could do, and I think we're okay with it. Okay. So I think we play the Reckoner Raid here. We can channel and get back Lethal Exploit. Worth noting. So I think we hold on to Shigeki. We probably block this ninja if it attacks us. I mean, stealing this was great, don't get me wrong, but what Behold the Unspeakable would have done would have been way worse. If they attack with the ninja, I think we block it because we have Shigeki and Season of Renewal, which will allow us to outvalue them. Plus, the ninja would be in our graveyard, so... I don't imagine they attack, though. They don't really have a reason to, yeah. Do I want to channel and get back Lethal Exploit? I don't think so. Okay, that's going to come in handy. It's gonna have Menace next turn, which is cool. They know we have Shigeki is the thing, so they're like, why would I attack? You know, like, what's the point? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and just crew this and throw it at them. And then play Jukai Trainee. I think we're in position to win this game in the long run. It would seem. Are you going to bounce something here? With Shigeki in our hand, I mean... Ah, yes, you're going to do that. Okay. Don't love it, but... I don't think I hate it either. Yeah, so play that. And... I mean, I could play Shigeki to start loading the graveyard. Is that what I want to do? I don't think so. Getting back Lethal Exploit is looking interesting. I don't have double green, though. Okay. So... do I attack with my trainee here and see what happens? I mean, they could just block it with the 2/4 if they want. But I think we do. Nice. I mean, I'm okay with getting in for the damage, for sure. So yeah, we're probably just going to channel Shigeki to get Lethal Exploit, which is far from exciting. But... I think that's better than channeling the Sky Turtle to get it back. We can do either one. Channeling the Sky Turtle actually lets me use it right away. So... yeah. That matters. This costs 4 to return one thing, and this costs 3. So, we'd probably go for the turtle. We can actually channel away both cards in our hand eventually and then just get them back with Season. This is more like how I thought this deck was going to play out instead of what the... or how I wanted it to play out instead of what actually happened. Okay. In that case, so we're going to set up a blocker here. We're going to set up a blocker here. Except I'm going to probably channel in Lethal Exploit, although I guess I'll use it on the 2/2. Yeah, I think that's all we do, probably. They might do something with this, but it's not going to be that great. So let's see what happens here. If they have a trick, we can channel the turtle and get Lethal Exploit to help us. They could have ninjutsu here, of course. Yeah, they do. I'd probably kill the hacker. Yeah. Although, first strike damage happens first, so we'll see if they do anything else first. Wait, why does it say first strike? Nobody has first strike. Yeah, okay. So, it's because that had first strike. So, let's go ahead and channel this. Get back our exploit. Cast Lethal Exploit on the hacker. We get rid of the ninja, which means we get it back. That part's good. Animus is a better attacker now. That part's also good. So we can get our island. We still don't actually have mana to do everything. I think we probably just play our terrarium and play an island here and end our turn. Get an island. Yeah. Because we need mana for Shigeki's ability to be really good. The question is whether I want to use the terrarium here. So Nezumi Road Captain's a bad blocker. It's just going to rumble. I think the other two, keeping them back is a good idea. And then we'll leave up Season, and we'll probably get back Ninja and Sky Turtle at the end of their turn. Yeah. Yeah, they should have let First Strike happen. You are correct. That's a big creature. Okay. Alright, so we're going to Season of Renewal. Then we'll grab, yeah, Sky Turtle. Oh, whoops. So we want Ninja and Sky Turtle. Okay. So I could use the Sky Turtle here to set up my Ninja, but that doesn't really seem necessary to me. I think putting a counter on our trainee, so I think we play our Ninja here. Put a counter on our trainee. And end our turn. We get to leave up the bounce if we decide we want to use it. Because now I can just trade for the Samurai. And obviously trades are just going to keep us in really good shape because we have Sky Turtle, Shigeki, and Season of Renewal in our graveyard. So we got all kinds of nonsense. This poor Brute Suit's just been doing nothing for a long time. Yeah, so we definitely block here. Trades benefit us, so they also make our Hondon a better attacker, which certainly matters. Man, I wish we had a Shrine Steward. Oh boy. Good old Intercessor's Arrest, huh? So right now, what do we have? We have 7 mana. So we can spend 1 and still get 2 things back with Shigeki. We could also just play our Turtle. But it feels like it's probably better to just play the thing and then plan on getting a bunch of stuff back. 2 things back with Shigeki here. Yeah. Right now, Lethal Exploit, by the way, does -3/-3, which is nice, but yeah. We'll end our turn. Wouldn't mind our Skyscraper right now. So something's getting arrested. Probably the ninja. It's the most well-rounded creature. Okay. There's a Sky Swimmer Koi, speaking of flyers. I can kill it with our, yeah, okay. They're gonna make me do it. Alright, so we're gonna Shigeki here. X equals 2. And we're gonna return the Archer, because we need to kill that flyer. And Season of Renewal. So, I mean, I could just play a creature to block the flyer, but then they would lethal exploit it, so it's not great. They are going to get another flyer from this, but we should have time to do this all over again, so this game's going to be wacky. Yeah, so let's go ahead and... My mouse is acting up. Probably needs new batteries. Do I attack here with my ninja? They kind of have to block, or they lose their Intercessor's Arrest. I think we attack with the ninja here. They have to double block it, so we get to kill something. And we can actually use the turtle to bounce something if we wanted, to get a bigger blowout. That's probably worth doing. We don't want them to get the Shrine Steward back. That much I'm sure of. So we're going to go ahead and bounce the Technician here. Yeah. Oh, that was stupid. Why did I think that was going to matter? My creature still dies. Okay, well, there's a misplay for you. Well, I screwed that up. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and kill the Koi. I screwed this up, but I still think we're in a pretty good position. Oh my god. Well, they might deck themselves. Somehow I thought my ninja was going to be able to survive that, which was obviously incorrect. 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, we can Season of Renewal. Again. Which is what we have to do, because... Yeah, so we're going to Season of Renewal. I think we want to get back Shigeki and Archer. And then we channel our Archer again. And guess we want to play our land. I mean, the more the merrier, sort of what we're looking at here. Then we end our turn again. So we have 4, 7, 9 mana. That means we get back 3 things. Which would probably be the Archer, Season of Renewal, and like the Sky Turtle. Maybe Lethal Exploit? I don't know. Yeah, that Ninja Signpost is interesting. On paper, it seemed insane, but it really hasn't been that great. Okay, so trades continue to benefit us. So I think we're okay with a trade here. Something's ninja-y is happening here, I think. Yeah, okay, well, I don't love it, but it's not that scary either. They do get tons of value out of their sagas, obviously. Alright, another land, so 5, 9, 10. So now we can get back 4 cards with Shigeki. Do we attack them here? Is it worth just slapping them for 7 to take 4 and let them loot on the backswing? Honestly, it might be. If things go really sideways, I can do Shigeki for less and get back our lethal exploit or whatever. So, yeah. I think we'll crack in for 7 here. So they do get to loot when they hit us. This is going to be absurd. Okay, so Bamboo Grove Archer, Fighting Palm Ninja, Colossal Sky Turtle, Lethal Exploit, and I guess Season of Renewal. Oh, wait a second. I got that wrong. It's only 4 things. Yeah. Alright, still. Bamboo Grove Archer, Season of Renewal, Colossal Sky Turtle, and Lethal Exploit. Alright, so we're gonna Archer. Get rid of this flyer. We will Lethal Exploit the Hacker. Then we'll attack them for 8 here. Try to, anyway. I mean, they may do something here. They could have Farewell. That would be bad news. But I do have a Season of Renewal in my hand, so it wouldn't be a disaster. Funny that our first 3 games were basically more of an aggro deck, and then this one is like the grindy, beat 'em up, slowly deck. Alright. Alright. Man, you're still attacking. Yeah, okay, we'll take 2. Alright, so yeah, we'll Season of Renewal here. Get back as our creature, we'll get back... Don't have a flyer anymore, right? We'll get back Fighting Palm Ninja, and then as our enchantments, we'll get back Shigeki. So, I mean, we just try to attack them here with Animus and see what they do. Chances are good they can do something. Given, you know, that they attacked. Okay. So, Ninja... I might just play our turtle here. Turtle's lethal next turn. Yeah. We'll just play the turtle. I should have played it first because of Crab. Crab would be bad there. Alright. End our turn. Well, this was sweet. These are the kind of sweet things you can do in this format that make it so much fun. If they'd channeled that, they would have gone to 7 and had one more turn. Oh, they do still have one more turn. I have one modification, so getting back Lethal Exploit doesn't solve my problem. Oh, I can get back the Archer, though. Yeah. Okay. So, we know they're tapped out, so... Yeah, we'll just do 2. And get back Archer... Reckoner Raid... Play the Archer. And attack them for lethal. Well, you know, I do think this deck has problems, but when we get that loop going, there's basically no hope our opponent has of winning. So, like, we had all 3 of our recursive cards that game, and it was just, like, insane. I'm glad I actually got to do Shigeki things this time around with this deck. But yeah, we're at 4-0, so it's obviously overperformed. Yeah, it probably did take longer than the other 3 combined. Our opponent was a good sport, because it's hard not to want to quit after somebody channels Shigeki for 10 mana. But, they didn't. 4-0. Like I said, I didn't think the deck felt great from the draft, but that probably means we'll do well. All right, we get an aggressive hand this time. Sort of a curve out. We don't have a 3-drop, unfortunately, and the emergence is only sort of a 4-drop, so it's not a great curve out, I guess, but... Ooh, Wisdom might be nice on a coming turn. You know, like next turn. Like, put it on the trainee. Good chance the trainee will be the biggest thing. I'm actually out of my 5-3 curse, but not by much. I still only have one 7-win deck in this whole format. I have a much higher win percentage than I normally do, but I have one more... only have one 7-win deck. So... yeah, so I think we play Wisdom here. It's kind of tempting to play it on Fang of Shigeki and attack with both. Yeah, I think that's probably our best option, actually. Yeah, Fang of Shigeki. There's a turtle. Attack with both. Drop them to 15. They might ninjutsu here. But yeah, I have a pretty high win percentage, but lots of 5s. I think we only have 4 losing records across 37 drafts, if we count this one. That is not good. Well, it seems like we're racing, and we really need mana. I guess I can at least get back Lethal Exploit with Sky Turtle in the near future. So let's Exploit and attack them for 5 here. Drawing both of our tails is not ideal. Got to keep the pressure going. Okay. Sky Turtle get back exploits nice, but it's not exactly fast. Yeah, they just go to 5 here. I might just play Emergence. I really need to kill that Naturalist, but I can't do it this turn anyway. So I think just playing Emergence might be our best bet here. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. You know, they're at 5 and all, but the situation is worse than it seems, thanks to Jukai Naturalist. Oh yeah, nasty. Okay. I can get an island here, which I like. Yeah. Let's get our island. Play our island, and I think we attack and we leave up Sky Turtle. Alright. All for the chump block here. So 4, 6, 7. Do I bounce the Naturalist? Or do I channel the Sky Turtle and get back Lethal Exploit? I guess we'll have to decide kind of soon, because I'm assuming they're gonna try to attack us here. I kind of think bouncing the Naturalist seems pretty good. Keeps him from gaining life. Oh yeah, now we're definitely bouncing the Naturalist. Okay, so let's play our own Tales of Master Sushiro. Attack them for 7, down to 2. So they're going to get a creature out of this. Naturalist has returned. As has a Kieran. That Kieran is not good. That is not good. Because once they equip it, I'll have a hard time killing things. The good news is I'll eventually get a way to recurve stuff, but we're not there yet. So, Tales of Master Sushiro. Gotta block both of them. I'm assuming you do it with your Naturalist and your Moth. That means you don't have something to... Oh, you will next turn, though. You will have something to equip to it next turn. Yeah, so we gotta find removal or a way to get our Sky Turtle back to win this game now. So they have to spend their whole turn equipping this, is the bright side here. Yeah, they can actually attack us, which is kind of gross. So we don't have as much time as I would like to find what we need. That does not help a lot. Yeah. So we've got like 2 turns left. We attack. They can't block, so we kind of have to draw it this turn. We have to draw a way to bounce or remove it, and we have a few cards that could do it, but not a ton. Cloud Steel Kieran, man. Oh my god. Why are we so lucky? Okay, alright. Well, you know. Man. This deck is better than I thought it was, but it's definitely overperforming by drawing us, like, exactly what we need in various situations. I mean, we had a few cards that got us there, like, Shigeki would have done it. Our Spirit, Shigeki or the instant that returns 2 things would have done it. Because we could have just bounced it. But that's, you know, I think that's it. I think we had 3 outs there. Did we have enough modified creatures? Oh, we already played our Lethal Exploit, so we needed a way to get it back, which Shigeki would have been it. So we did have enough creatures, I think, Lethal Exploit, that were modified, that Lethal Exploit would have killed it. You know, yeah, I've been really lucky. It all evens out, though, as I always say. When stuff's going really bad or really well, as I always say, it evens out. And it does. So... Yep, variance is a thing. I mean, you can have a deck go 7-0 that is mediocre. And I think I was more concerned about this deck's lack of synergy and removal than maybe I needed to be, just because of our... Wow, we're playing Joey Wheeler. You guys were saying I was a Yu-Gi-Oh! Protagonist, so there you go. So I think we can hold on to this. The lack of black is not awesome, but... On the play, Fang plus Historian's Wisdom is pretty likely to get us there. I mean, help us find our swamp at least. Of course, they could kill our Fang, in which case things may go horribly wrong here. Okay. Well... Okay, it's kind of... Yeah, okay. So, I think we play Wisdom here. Draw a card. Is it a swamp? It's not a swamp. A 4th land isn't terrible, though, even if it's not a swamp. We are in a bit of trouble here, though. So, Ninjutsu here, play the Bounce Ninja would be really bad news for us, I think. Okay, I can live with that one. That one's not too big of a problem. Alright, so... Kept a hand with no black. This is what I deserve, right? Yeah, I think we play our Archer here. And end our turn. This is a legit ninja deck, though. You know, these 3 creatures that are in play, plus the one they return to their hand, are all the cards you expect to see in the ninja deck. Oh, man. That's not good. Okay. I think we probably block this and take 3. Okay. I like it. We're going to have to use it to get a swamp, but hey... That's okay. So, do I want to use Lethal Exploit? I guess just playing the Infiltrator is reasonable here. Yeah, we'll just do that. Can we stabilize? I'm feeling okay about it. About our chances of stabilizing. Okay. Do I just play Emergence here? Probably. We're gonna have to deal with this ninjutsuing and then them replaying this, but... Yeah. Do So we get an attack, too. Alright. So we can do -3/-3 with the exploit now, which is nice. I can block the Kami and the Disruptor, so that's good, too. I'm trying to think of some really scary ninjas that they could have here. There are plenty of them. Alright. So yeah, we'll block the Disruptor and take 2 from that. Which means ninjutsu's probably happening. And we're going to be low on life, but we can regain a couple with our Reckoner Raid. Ooh. Or there's that one, who just punches us really hard in the face. Well, okay. If I modify something else, I'm up to 4/4. Alright, so we play our Archer here. Do we just play Archer and Ninja here? Probably. Oh, except I have to tap my land, so... I think leaving up Lethal Exploit probably has more value. Yeah. So we'll just pass the turn here. I could attack in Ninjutsu, but then I only have one... Yeah, no, it's not worth it. So, we're on -3/-3 from Exploit right now. Thanks to our emergence. Okay. Do I double block? There's a good chance Lethal Exploit will do enough for us here that we won't get blown out. I think we want to hold on to the Archer. That size is important. Yeah. So let's do this. Interesting. Do I Lethal Exploit this thing? It's a little risky, but if they don't have a response, they're in terrible shape. And it's not like I'm in great shape. No, Tamiyo's doesn't count because it is a aura that our opponent controls. Alright, we're going to go for it here. We got the blowout. It was risky, but the upside was real. Okay. So, let's play our Reckoner Raid. Get some life back. Then we'll use this to make that bigger. And then we'll play that. And I guess I'm going to swing with the Infiltrator. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, we're not dead, but that doesn't help us a whole lot. Alright, so we have to chump here and go to dead. We might just be dead. Ninjutsu doesn't kill us, but it does give them some nice value. Yeah, we're in trouble. Bunch of menace and stuff over there. And that island does not help us. So... do we live one more turn, maybe? So let's attack them with our forest. Play Biting Palm Ninja. Yeah, I mean, I kept a weak hand. I think against a lot of decks we would have been able to stabilize, but they've just had so much nonsense that it's been difficult. We're going to have to block a non-flyer with this. Yeah, and another... Never mind, we're dead, yeah. They have a disruptor in the yard, and that gets us. We were close. We were close to stabilizing, but not close enough. I think I would keep that hand again, like... I think it was fine. I think it was fine. Wasn't great, but... Right, pretty good hand. I think we want to play Bearer of Memory before we slap the Wisdom on something, although I guess if they play some really problematic flyer... Oh, that's gross. Turn 3, Bosiju reaches skyward. Ugh. It's not what I want to be dealing with. Yeah, player Bearer here. They are just doing all kinds of things. So, yeah, I think we Wisdom our Bearer here. Back them down to 15. We're probably, to win this game, we're going to need our loop. Right? I mean, we're going to need to do our silly value things. Yeah. That is probably the case. Yeah, it's gonna be tricky. This is gonna be tricky. Okay, drawing our own thing isn't too bad. Do I actually want to attack with my Bearer? I kind of think I do. I guess I can block with the Merge Keeper, which isn't great for us. I can just keep blocking with Fang of Shigeki and getting it back with our Sky Turtle. It's pretty funny. So yeah, they could trade the Fang or the Bamboo Grove Archer or the Merge Keeper for a Bearer. I think it's probably better not to attack. Yeah. Yeah, not good. I feels like we're gonna get run over in this one, but... Turn 3 Branch of Bosiju is filthy. If we were more aggressive, had a more aggressive hand, we could have punished it a bit more, but... Yeah. So... Do I just trade with both of these things? I mean... Definitely trade with that. I think maybe I take 5 here, though. Am I okay with taking 5? Yeah, I'm okay with taking 5. Of course, they probably can also get back their enchantments, so... Circuit Mender. So if we blink on a draw here, we channel our turtle and grab the Fang. Okay, that's not quite a blink. It's not great, but I think we play the Ninja now. And hold on to our turtle. Maybe channel it for the Fang here. Man, there is an in-depth Yu-Gi-Oh! Conversation going on in chat. Well, if you let me block with my archer... Oh, man. You're not going to let me block with my archer. So, I actually don't think we want to channel the turtle here. I mean, getting back to Fang is okay, but it's not that great. So we have 5. We have 7 mana now. So we can use Bearer's ability to put a counter on this, which is pretty spicy. I think that's what we try to do here. And if it goes horribly wrong, I won't be too upset. Yeah. That worked. But they have a Season of Renewal of their own. I mean, they may even have Shigeki. They definitely have a Season of Renewal, though. I mean, they're a green-white deck with a bunch of enchantments in it. Okay. My turn. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Okay. Things are starting to be a bit of a problem. I think we probably pass. I could channel and get something now, but I think the more information we have, the better. I mean, if they keep not attacking us, we can at least put counters on our bearer. Which isn't too shabby. I was going to say, I can't imagine they don't attack us here, though. I think we take another 5 here. Just feeling like I need to get that Fang back, though. So that I can keep the game and pick, like, sort of level here. Okay. How much mana do I have? 5, 6, 9. So I can't play this and use this ability. 1 mana short. So Sky Turtle for Fang seems okay. I think that's what we're about to do here. And then, yeah. So let's Sky Turtle for the Fang. Actually, if we tap our mana correctly here... we can play the Fang... and Harmonious Emergence. Which sort of gets our board up to snuff with theirs, finally, but we're also out of gas. And dependent on top decks here. So, They are not. Or at least I don't think they are. They may be flooding too, I guess. Shigeki would be pretty sweet. Season of Renewal would be pretty good too. So yeah, if they attack with this, we block with the Fang. As aggressively as they were willing to trade, I assumed they had Season of Renewal, but maybe they're just counting on drawing it eventually, I guess, is their plan. Okay. Ooh, there's a big boy. Alright. Sup. Now we're ahead on board for the first time in a very long time. Too bad I can't actually take very much advantage of the fact that I only had to pay 5 for him here, but, you know, this mana sink ability is a little too expensive. So they have their own Fang of Shigeki, which can just trade for my Skyscraper. But I think we're okay with that trade, plus them taking 7. Seems pretty reasonable to me. I can get it back later, potentially, too, so... Go, Skyscraper. Scrape the skies. Yeah, so do they just chump and go to... Yeah, take 7? It's not really a chump because trample, but you know what I mean. Then we'll play our Reckoner Raid. And we do, in fact, now have the mana for this ability this turn. And I probably put the counter on this. You're an enchantment creature, right? You're not, actually. Lame. So I can only put the counter on the Bearer or Fang of Shigeki. Okay. Alright, so we're going to block with our Fang. Okay, that's fine. Okay. We'll hold on to this land. They're now a little more ahead of us on board. But I can now make my Bearer big enough to block and survive the Living Legacy. So that's good. Nice. Now we have something else to put counters on. I really wish I could get rid of that 5/5, because I just don't have good attacks. Even with Menace, it's going to be tough. Well, you've got your own emergence. Yeah, I think we start putting them on the road, Captain. Ahaha! It has arrived. Alright, so... Okay. How many things do we want to get back? 5. We have 10. We have 11 mana. 11 mana. That means I can get 4 things back, and I can play the Fang right away. So I can get my whole graveyard back and play the Fang right away. Seems pretty good. Although... I guess we just get 3 back. So that I don't have to tap my land for the mana. So, yeah. So we'll get Fang, Turtle, Skyscraper. Then we'll replay our Fang. And end our turn. We should be in a good position to win this thing now. Emergence is a nice card. I mean, it's like not a great card, but thanks to being an enchantment and everything, it's quite good. Oh man, what are you gonna do here? What value are you gonna get? Okay, well I don't have a flyer, so I guess you're just probably recasting that. Or waiting till I get a flyer, apparently. Okay. Yeah, the plan is eventually to loop, but we don't need to do it yet. That is what our deck do. So let's play our Tales of Master Sashiro. Making this a 5/6 is pretty legit. We'll also play our Skyscraper. Oh, they're going to hold it for the turtle. Yeah, but the turtle's not going to do anything. So I think we go ahead and just rumble. I mean, we can just get stuff back. I mean, if we set up trades, I think we're perfectly happy. So... I can't play the turtle yet. Yeah, that's why holding on to it seems a little odd to me. So they just want to draw here. I think we're okay with that. They're going to draw twice here. Okay with that, too. I mean, I wish they weren't drawing, but it's not a disaster. So I probably just kill the Kami and the decoy. Yeah. Yeah, we'll kill those two. Okay, so we're thinning out their board. We've got our nonsense going on, and we have a better board than they do. So, I'm liking our chances here. That makes things a little harder. Obviously. Not that much harder, though, really. Choosing where to put this counter will be an interesting decision. Yeah, now they decided to replay it. Okay. Ooh, Lethal Exploit is so good right now. We have 3 modified creatures, so if you get it to 4... Okay, this is going to be good. This isn't modified anymore, sadly. I mean, it is, but it's not a creature, so it doesn't matter. So I think attack with Skyscraper and leave up all my mana is pretty good here. I should have given this Vigilance. That was probably a mistake, because giving it Vigilance would have been a huge problem. So, yeah. We're going to attack with our Skyscraper here. It would also be lethal on its own, which would have been nice. Like, for example, I could kill this blocker with Lethal Exploit and do lethal to them if I had put the counter on the Skyscraper. Although they'd probably block differently. Alright. We can probably get a blowout here one way or another, yeah. So put a counter on the Skyscraper and then... Oh, I actually could have done it still. Between the two effects of the Bearer and the Exploit. Oh, the Bearer can't get the counter on that. That's why I was correct the first time. But we can put a counter on our Fang to get another modified creature and then exploit for -4/-4. Which is pretty good. 2, 3, 5. So, yeah. Let's do this. Put a counter on our Fang. And then lethal exploit Sashiro's Living Legacy. Drops them to 7. They do draw an extra card. But I think we can live with that, and we'll end our turn. I like this format, Patient Tadpole. I like it a lot. I love dirtily decks like this one. So, that's a good place for me to be. Alright. That's our 6th win. We have 2 chances. 2 chances to get to 7. Still only have one deck that actually got there, which sounds bad, but our overall win percentage is pretty good. So variance just hasn't... It's been weird, basically. See if we can do it. Deck is sweet, that's for sure. I was just wrong about it. Yeah, I mean, I think I put, like I said earlier in the stream, I think I put too much value on the idea that I didn't have synergy and stuff like that. Because, like, yeah, synergy is good, but our deck has synergy. It's just internal. This would only be my second 7 win, so not my first, but only my second. The flip side of that is I think I've only had 3 or 4 losing records in 36 drafts, so it's interesting. This is a pretty good hand. Okay, they gonna rumble. That kind of makes playing Fang of Shigeki appealing to me, but not that appealing. I think we just play our Reckoner raid. I'd probably play the Fang this turn, though, rather than, like, our Terrarium. Okay. I like when they don't rumble. So, obviously, they're planning on playing this. So, yeah, I think playing the Fang here and getting our shields up is pretty good. Yep, it's a wedge set, or a shard set, rather. That is the theme. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. It'll be fun, but I'm still pretty entrenched in this format, so I don't want to think about it too much. I'm looking forward to it, though, sure. 5 factions, you know, basically five limited archetypes is pretty decent. So the question here is... How do I want to block? I guess we'll block the Song Shaper. Ooh, that's a gross card. Yeah. Okay. That's going to be a problem. We can pressure them a bit here with a Menace Brute Suit. But this card is going to give them a ton of value. Getting it down early makes it can make it a real problem. Synthesizer. Hit something you can't play, please. They have a Shigeki! Freaking Shigeki. Alright, so this is going to be an interesting game. They had to play their Shigeki at least, instead of holding on to it forever. I actually don't have the correct mana to channel and everything I'd like to do here. So I'm going to play Terrarium. We're going to grab our island. We're going to play our island. Do I want to leave the bounce up? I guess putting a counter... I think leaving the bounce up is fine, because I can crew Brute Suit to block still. So... yeah. Yeah. So we'll just end our turn there. Snake Tribal. Rare Snake Tribal, in fact. Yeah, okay, you don't have an artifact, so I'm not super alarmed yet. I guess you could play this and turn it into a permanent 3-1. I guess that's pretty good. That would appear to be their plan. Kind of thinking about just bouncing this token here. So the bad thing is I'll be able to make another one next turn. But yeah, I think we'll just bounce the token. I mean, what can I get back with the other? Yeah, no, yeah, we'll bounce it. More mana. Okay, well, let's play Tales of Master Sashiro here. And end our turn. Not in great shape, though. I guess getting the body makes sense. Well, they would have gotten a 3-1 body and not had to pay the mana, but it ended up working out for them, obviously. So I kind of have to block Kirin Touch Orochi if it attacks us, just because it can do so much nonsense. And I think we'd rather give up the Brute Suit, so it's probably what we're going to block with. Because we'd rather have a creature that's always a creature, so if they have a trick or a burn spell or whatever, we'd rather it hit the Brute Suit than the Road Captain at this point. Oh, you know? He hates on our graveyard, too. I don't like it. Oh, yeah, I can put the counter in other places. I always forget that. That makes it even stupider. See what happens. Trick here is rough. Okay. Well, they didn't have a trick, but it's still pretty rough. We don't get anything. Oh, actually, luckily we do. Yay, vehicles. Okay, so Harmonious Emergence here. I'm going to play it on a Swamp. And end our turn. Will we stabilize? I don't know. So they're going to start doing Shigeki stuff at some point. You know, ramp, mill themselves, etc. Get a bunch of stuff back from their graveyard. They have the means to do it. Well, we don't really. Okay. We got 2 Menace, Vigilance creatures. That part's nice. So you've got what? You've got 2, 3, 5. You have 8. Okay. Let's put a counter here. And attack them with both of these. Shigeki's probably going to block and use the ability, which is a bummer. But what are you going to do? I mean, I can't do anything about it. I have to hope they, like, mill themselves out before they get too much value out of Shigeki. That's our strategy here. Oh, it's going to be sad if we lose to Shigeki after all of this. I mean, after beating people with Shigeki. But I guess maybe we deserve it. We've had a lot of luck. Yeah, they can just do absurd stuff with this graveyard right now. Yeah. They're trying to decide what to Shigeki, which is not good for us. Even if we do draw our Shigeki, we don't have enough mana to, like, match them. So, that's not good. I mean, we can at least get back, like, Sky Turtle and Fang, which isn't bad. I mean, it sets up the loop. Gives us a creature that'll trade for anything. So, here comes a Simian Sling. Yeah, we do have a free attack here, more or less. We're gonna take it. And we'll end our turn. Now it's very hard for them to hit something they can't play. They hit a Guide Bot. Pretty good. They can even sack the Synthesizer to the Smelter this turn if they want to, which is pretty cool for them. They're going to try to set up as much modifications as they can so they can just draw off of Guidebot. And they're off to a good start. Do you sack your Synthesizer here? Probably not. Oh, no, they're going... Oh, you're going to sack your Sling. Spicy. Okay. So... Sending in a Menace Brute Suit is pretty good. I think. might just take it. I mean, they are in a good enough position to make it go long, and this might be the last damage they take for a while. So... It's funny this has ended up as such a long draft after how it started, which was very fast. Yeah, they don't have great blocks here. I guess they could block with the 4-4 and the 3-3, but then I get to kill... Yeah, just taking 5 makes sense, unfortunately. Let's play our bearer. I think it's time to show them our hand's empty. We just need to get as much mana as we can into play in case we draw our Shigeki, and to use the bearer's ability and stuff like that, so... Oh... Bye-bye, bearer. Or road captain? No, yeah, you're gonna go after the bearer. Makes sense. Crew... Turn Twin Shot Sniper into a 3-1. Could have been a thing there. Alright, top deck mode. Don't fail me now. Oh, hello. Okay. Well, we did it. I mean, now, it's been long enough that... And they haven't actually set up a loop like we have, right? They don't have a loop going. No. So... We've got 7 mana. Actually, I have 8, but I don't really want to use that. So we probably just end the turn here. And plan on using Shigeki at the end of theirs after we have a better idea about what we want to do with all the cards we get back. I mean, we could get back 2 cards like the turtle, but I think we just want to get back as much as we can here. So let's hold on to our Shigeki. We're going to draw a card. Surely they have a way to set up a loop with Shigeki. I mean, it's not hard to do. Another synthesizer. They are running out of cards on the bright side. That's the good news here. They're trying to go wide enough to kill us, and I guess that's not a terrible plan, given, well, you know, what our board looks like. Turn it into a permanent 3-1. Yep. You gonna rumble? I'd like it if you did, frankly. Well, maybe I wouldn't. I'd take a pretty big hit. I'd get to kill some stuff, too, but... Yeah. Alright, you're rumbling with those, huh? No, you're not. Okay. So I think we're getting back Turtle, Fang, and Bearer. Just because we need the immediate creatures. I'd like to get back Tails, but I don't think we have the time right now. We got to get our shields up a little better before 7 mana. So 3, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, X equals 3. We get back our Fang, our Turtle, and our Bearer. My turn to Shigeki. So, shall I crew the Brute Suit here? Doesn't seem like a bad idea. It's also not a great one. But, yeah. I mean, it forces them to do something. I mean, not force them, but... Yeah, so I'll actually tap the Captain, because these two are better blockers. We have a bounce spell up if we need it, though ideally we're using this to get back Shigeki and whatnot. I think they probably put both 3/1 tokens in front of it. Thank you for the sub, Captain33. Also, thank you for the follow, Portagas Stack and Artus95. Yeah, they're going to put both tokens in front of it. But that's fine by us, I think. Different tokens than I expected, but still fine with me. Leave up our turtle. Hopefully we don't have to bounce something. The only way we'd bounce something is if we have, like, no choice. Like, if we're going to die if we don't. That doesn't seem that likely. Get back Shigeki. This next time. I mean, we also kind of want to block aggressively. Because we have Shigeki. So, you know, especially with, like, the Fang, who's so easy to cast even after you channel Shigeki. So, yeah, so they're going to do that. Heals a card off the top, which is a Searchlight Companion. Okay. That is a flyer. They're down to 7 cards and 7 life. Playing the Sky Turtle as a creature is an option, given their life total, but I think it's a lot riskier than just grinding out the value here. Oh, God. They're going so wide, and I don't have any real creatures to get back from my graveyard, and they didn't attack me. Yeah, that's not good. As wide as they're going, they may actually have a shot at killing us at some point. We're going to channel this for now. Get back Shigeki. I wouldn't hate drawing, like, a creature here. Okay, that's a good draw. We did draw a creature. Alright, so we want to play the Archer here for sure. Then I think we end our turn. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I can get back 2 things at the end of their turn. That seems okay. But things are getting a bit sketchy here in terms of how wide our opponent has gone. That's, you know, because they're drawing so many cards. So they may, as many creatures and things as they seem to have, they may find a way to do lethal to us. Okay, well, that's a pretty bad draw this late, is the good news. I guess they can kill my Fang with it. Could be worse. So they're at 4 cards now. We've got a Sling. Okay, well, maybe they'll find a way to make the reactor do what they need it to, despite the drawing it in the extreme late game. Oh, that's a nice combo, actually. Yeah, that might be a problem. That may end up being a problem. Yeah, so they're going for it here. Okay. Well. Excuse me, go away, please. There you go. Well, I think we're going to block there. We're going to block here. Can I afford to block more than this? I guess I probably can. And yeah. So, actually, if I block that way, I risk losing this land to Dragonspark Reactor, which would not be good. Most of the ways I can block, I lose it to Dragon Spark Reactor. So I don't know that we want to block with that just yet. We kind of have to, though. It just doesn't feel like we're going to get away with, yeah. Alright. Let's do this thing. We have Shigeki, and I'm hoping, you know, that we do enough damage to their board here that will be okay, but we'll see. So do they reactor to finish off our creature? I think they do, yeah. Which will drop us to 9? Yeah, that's going to be tough. Maybe I should have just taken more damage. Oh. Okay. That's kind of worse. Yeah, we're in trouble. So we're going to Shigeki and get back 2 things. What do we need to get back? God, I guess maybe the turtle is the best. I mean, we have to get it back anyway, but we might need to cast it here. But yeah, I think they did too much damage to us there to... So we get back a turtle. And like what? Fang of Shigeki? It's not great. Does let us add 2 bodies to the board, though. I guess that's what we do here. That is not what I was hoping for. So do I have to play this turtle and, like, hope that... we can survive 2 more turns? I mean, it's not very likely we do. That was a good attack, just because, like, I could have taken it all, but, or some of it, but that would have put us at too low of life to really come back. That probably was the better choice, though. Like, not blocking as aggressively as we did. So, I could channel the Sky Turtle here. What happens if I channel the Sky Turtle? Get back Shigeki. We've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've got 10 mana. Yeah, Spark does kill the Fang, it's true, but they have to use it. Is the bright side. Yeah, we have to cast this. And then, like, hope we draw a card that lets us put a counter on it. Is basically... That's basically where we are. Darn it. We do have cards that can put counters on the turtle, mind you. One of them's in the graveyard, but we could get our Spirit of Renewal or whatever. Okay. Yeah, the reactor plus attack all might just kill us here. With Simian Sling in the mix. Okay. So, I have to be careful how I block here. Ward does mean they have to pay 6 with the reactor to kill our turtle. We've drawn really well all day today. Maybe we can do it again. Alright, yes. So we definitely don't block this or that, and we just take... We block there, and we take... Nah, no, they can kill us if we do that, because the reactor does damage to us. So we don't have a good block here. We're kind of effed. The only way we're okay is if our opponent doesn't realize they can kill our turtle. So yeah, they're going to kill our turtle here. I guess if we're going to block, getting rid of the guide bot, we take less damage this way. But yeah, I think they got us. Too much mana, and they did enough to us. It's funny that I was like, this reactor is not going to be good this late. And then it was sort of like, well, all they needed on it is a couple counters. So yeah, this will drop us to 1. There's not anything we can draw that gets us out of this. The only thing that could help us is our opponent doesn't use the reactor here. And then we have a chance to try to draw. Yeah, they do, though. If we had, is the top card of our library going to would it have put a counter on our turtle? No, but it would have been pretty nice. But it's too late. They got us. Yeah, it was a good game. They ended up drawing so many extra cards that they were just able to outdo us. You know, they were doing it more efficiently than we were with Shigeki. One more shot. All right, pretty good hand. We'll get all our mana, and we have a 2-drop and a 3-drop. I can live with it. This draft will have taken, in the end, like almost 3 hours. Yeah, I forgot we have Long Reach of the Night. It showed up big for us early, but we haven't seen it in a while. So now we have 2-drop, 3-drop, pretty nice 4-drop. They're having a slowish start. They do take advantage of the extra land drop. I wonder if it's better here to play Terrarium so I can set up Long Reach next turn than it is to play Bearer. Like, knowing I hit my next land drop is pretty good, but I guess the alternative isn't that bad because I still have another 3 I can play. So I probably just play a 3 here. And it might just be Brute Suit. Nah, it's the Bearer. Because if I hit my 4th land for the Long Reach of Night, oh god. I'm getting Saga'd. And Long Reach actually doesn't do anything against them on this board, so that's good. Because they can just choose not to sack anything. So the fact that it went this way doesn't hurt my feelings too much. Yeah, I kind of think play Terrarium. Yeah, play Terrarium. Get an island. Play an island. Put a counter here. It's a pretty good turn. And then next turn we play Tales of Mistress of Shiro. Unless they play a creature. If they play a creature, I think we play Long Reach to start getting things going. Oh yeah, we know they'll have creatures, so. Spicy. Okay, yeah, so I think we want to play the Long Reach here. Make them make a decision. Probably they discard something, but... yeah, now you get another big creature. Man, 7 wins just... it's not going to happen for me, is it? Ever again. I mean, you know, honestly, having a higher win percentage is, I think, just better than the alternative of having, like, 5 trophies but a lower win percentage. But, you know, trophies are nice. Yeah, so they're about to get 2 huge creatures, too, unfortunately. So I'm not really sure how we end up being okay here. Historian's Wisdom doesn't draw me a card right now. I could play Brute Suit and Archer. I guess that's the play. It's not a very good one. But I guess that's the play. At least the other 2 games we lost, I think we were in the games. This one, I think we're just going to get stomped by all our opponent's sagas. As often happens. Oh my god. They're just like green-white sagas, which no shame in being that. It's a real deck. Makes me wish I'd held up my Bamboo Grove Archer though. Okay. So let's crew our Brute Suit. Double block this. And that's lethal. We have to double block this. Or double block that and chump the branch. That's probably a little better. Still not good. Keeps their lands from untapping at least. Okay. Man, every time we've had Tails, it's been pretty... I mean, Historian's Wisdom, it's been pretty good, but... don't think that's going to be the case this time. Yeah. We dead. Well, let's die. Why are you meowing at me? You're disappointed that I had another 6 win? She's disappointed. You can see it in her face.